So I know what you're thinking. The title of this video, playing on controller can actually help you as a mouse and keyboard player. Let me explain. Over the past couple of days, I've been playing nothing but Call of Duty, and I even played a little bit of Halo, Warzone, any FPS shooter I've been playing on controller. And anybody that watches this channel or knows me, I am primarily a mouse and keyboard player. Now, that doesn't stray from the fact that I play controller for the past 12 years, but that is irrelevant. I've been on mouse and keyboard primarily, and we've grown this channel off of just mouse and keyboard gameplay. But I got sick and tired of dying to aim assist and all the above. Well, let me know if this happens to you, especially if you play controller and you switched over to mouse and keyboard, or maybe you're just on mouse and keyboard. I've noticed I play really stupid on mouse and keyboard because I feel like I have the ability just to run around and flick on everybody, but that's not really a sustainable way to play an FPS shooter. I started carelessly running around, just going for kills. And don't get me wrong, you can do that on controller too, but the way I did it on controller was totally different. If you've seen my last gameplay when I was playing on controller, I was playing some Rebirth Island. I would link the video in the description below, but I want you to pay attention to my centering, pay attention to my decision making. And this goes for a lot of controller players, they usually are smarter. Really smart. They're really smart players because they don't have the ability to run around and flick on people, okay? What I did is I played controller for the past 4 days. Then I hopped back on mouse and keyboard and I was playing stupid. So in order to force myself to play kind of like, I don't want to say like I was on controller, but kind of like how I played on controller, I eliminated the ability for me to just flick instantly on people. As you guys know, I used to play at a 4.6 or 4.3 in-game sensitivity, 800 DPI, and 0 monitor coefficient. Well, I was going back and I actually lowered my sensitivity to 3.25, and I know a lot of people are going to be like, well, Newt, why are you lowering your guys? It literally, as you guys can tell in the gameplay in the background, it literally doesn't do anything to me. I'm just one of those players that are good and can adapt to different sensitivities. I have a sensitivity range, but I literally forced myself to play on a super low sensitivity where flicking was uncomfortable for me. That to me was 3.25. For you, that could be lower. But I literally had to use my whole mouse pad, almost my whole mouse pad, in order to do a 180 or 360. And what I found is that my centering was really good. I'm still able to like flick on people, but my centering was really good. My decision making was really good. I went into buildings just checking corners and everything was really good. I didn't just run in and just instantly look around and try to flick everywhere. That's a play style and some people can pull it off, but it's not sustainable. It's not a play style that you can do and do really well, especially in today's FPS shooters with how aim assist is. You got to be extremely accurate and extremely precise as you can. And I actually did this drill and it really helped me out. It was really fun actually. And if you guys didn't know, 800 DPI, 3.25 sensitivity, and a 1.33 monitor coefficient, because 1.75 or 1.78 was just a little too fast and it allowed me to flick. That's actually Husker's sensitivity. Now I didn't just go around and be like, oh, I'm just going to copy Husker's. No, I literally just came to that on my own. And what does Husker's have that he's considered to be one of the best Warzone players? His consistency and aiming, his decision making. And honestly, like, he doesn't have like the most flashy flicks, but he is really consistent even against controller players. And what I found in this game, what was really enjoyable playing this type of play style, was I found myself doing well. I found myself consistently having like a 3 KD. So that's pretty much how like controller really helped me become a better player on mouse and keyboard, because I know a lot of people just want to go in, do the crazy flicks, but that's not a sustainable play style. That's not a accurate representation of how you should play on mouse and keyboard. And it is something that really helped me out. And honestly, figuring out when to back off of gunfights, when to peek, and really understanding how aim assist works. Because like I said, on controller, I would know like if I was going to win or lose a gunfight. But that's because I would also know that, okay, I can back off of this gunfight. I over peek this, or I can just turn around and slide and move. This game in Warzone and in Vanguard, it heavily favors people that play passive aggressive, let the enemies come to you. And that's what I did. I literally played like I was on controller, but I had the freedom and mobility of mouse and keyboard. I didn't go crazy. My centering was really good, and I didn't just rush into gunfights flicking everywhere. I wanted to be consistent. I wanted to have a good KD, and I really didn't care about like being really flashy. But yeah, that is how controller can actually help you as a mouse and keyboard player. I heavily encourage people who play on controller to think about this, that switch over to mouse and keyboard, or if you're on mouse and keyboard right now, try playing on a controller. See how limited you are. Even with the aim assist, you're still limited. But when it comes to mouse and keyboard, that frees up that limitation along with being highly accurate. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comment section below. You could actually use a controller to aim train on mouse and keyboard, which is something that like nobody really talks about, but I think it's always a psychological thing. So let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think about this analogy, about this idea, basically what I did for my testing, and the gameplay speaks for itself. As always, guys, remember to stay blessed and stay humble. I'll catch you in another video. Peace.